The galaxy was loud with power, but quiet with meaning. Across thousands of star systems, ships moved, weapons charged, and empires expanded. War was common. Fear was normal. Peace was rare. At the edge of known space, there was a small yellow star. Around it moved a blue planet called Earth. Most of the galaxy ignored it. Earth was small. Its ships were few. Its technology looked old. To the great alien empires, Earth was not a threat. It was not even a concern. Until the signal arrived. It was weak. Not hidden. Not encrypted. Just, honest. The transmission reached the High Council of the Zorith Dominion, one of the oldest and strongest powers in the galaxy. Their ships could burn planets. Their armies had crushed dozens of species. The signal played in the great chamber. No loud music. No threat. No demand. Only a calm human voice. This is a message from the planet Earth. We are humanity. We come in peace. The chamber was silent for a moment. Then came laughter. Some council members clicked their jaws in amusement. Others leaned back, bored. A few did not even listen until the end. Peace. From that planet. The human voice continued. We seek cooperation. Trade. Shared knowledge. We believe the galaxy is large enough for all of us. We do not want war. The words were simple. The tone was respectful. Too respectful. A tall alien commander stood up, his armor glowing with power. They sound afraid, he said. Another replied, they should be. To the Dominion, peace was something asked for by the weak. Strong species did not ask. They took. The signal ended with one final line. We hope you will answer with peace as well. Silence returned to the chamber. Then the council dismissed it. Log the signal, one leader said. Low priority. Earth was classified as non-hostile. And easy. What they did not know was this. Humanity did not send the signal in fear. On Earth, the message had been debated for years. Human leaders knew what was beyond their planet. They had seen the ruins of destroyed worlds. They had studied alien wars older than human history. They knew humanity was not ready for a galaxy-wide war. So they chose peace. Not because they were weak. But because they were careful. Deep beneath Earth's surface, hidden from every scanner, human observers watched the galaxy's response. They listened. They waited. The silence from the Dominion was not surprising. Humanity had expected it. Still, the message had to be sent. Because it was not just a greeting. It was a test. On Earth's moon, in quiet stations, human analysts reviewed the data. Alien networks lit up with private messages. Military traffic increased near Earth's outer colonies. One human officer spoke softly. They are talking about us. Another replied, they are measuring us. No panic followed. No emergency meeting. Humanity had planned for this moment long ago. The public on Earth did not know the full truth. They only knew that a message had been sent. That humanity had finally spoken to the stars. People watched the night sky and wondered. Would they answer? Far away, in the Dominion's war halls, commanders reviewed Earth's images. Blue oceans. Green land. Bright cities. So much water, one said. So many resources. Another smiled. So little defense. They did not see the hidden fleets. They did not see the deep space stations. They did not see the systems that slept, waiting for a command. They saw only what humanity allowed them to see. The quiet signal spread further than expected. Other species heard it. Some were curious. Some were afraid. A few older civilizations felt something strange. Unease. Because they recognized the tone. It was not the voice of surrender. It was the voice of control. But those voices were ignored. In the end, the galaxy made its choice in silence. No answer was sent back to Earth. No greeting. No warning. Only preparation for war. On Earth, a single line was added to a classified human record. Peace offered. Response pending. And below it, another line, locked behind the highest clearance. If peace is rejected, activate Phase 2. The quiet signal faded into space. But its meaning did not. Because sometimes, the calmest voice carries the most dangerous promise. And humanity had spoken calmly. The silence did not end. Days passed. Then weeks. No reply came from the stars. On Earth, humanity waited, but not with fear. In a calm chamber beneath the surface of the planet, human leaders watched the galaxy through glowing screens. Star maps shifted. Alien fleets moved slowly, carefully, like hunters circling prey. They are watching us, one analyst said. Yes, another replied. But they are not answering. Humanity had expected this too. Peace, in the galaxy, was not trusted. It was questioned. Tested. Sometimes punished. Still, humanity chose to try once more. Not louder. Not stronger. Clearer. A second transmission was prepared. This time, it was not just words. It carried proof. The signal went out from Earth and its colonies at the same time. It showed images of human cities, tall, bright, alive. It showed farms that fed billions. Hospitals. Schools. Families. It showed unity. The message was simple. We do not seek control. We do not seek territory. We seek coexistence. Human diplomats spoke in one voice. No threats. No pride. No lies. They shared star charts. Trade routes. Scientific data. Even medical knowledge. To many species, this would have been a gift beyond value. To the Zorith Dominion, it was confirmation of weakness. In the Dominion's command world, the second message played before the military council. Generals stood in rows, armor heavy with symbols of past victories. One commander growled softly. They are showing us their homes. Another clicked his claws in amusement. Then they are inviting us in. Laughter echoed through the chamber. Why would a strong species reveal so much, one asked. A veteran general answered, because they believe rules protect them. The council agreed. Rules were tools for the powerful. Not shields for the small. Behind the smiles and mockery, plans were forming. Invasion paths were drawn. Targets were marked. Human colonies on the edge of space were listed first. Not Earth. Not yet. They think we will attack the heart, one commander said. We will cut the arms first. The council approved. While alien fleets prepared, humanity watched quietly. Human sensors detected unusual movement near the outer systems. Ships gathering. Supply lines stretching. A young officer asked the question many feared. Should we warn them? The room was silent. Then a senior leader spoke. We already did. The second message ended with one final sentence, spoken calmly, without emotion. Please understand, peace is our choice, not our limit. To the Dominion, that sentence meant nothing. To humanity, it meant everything. Across Earth, life continued. People worked. Children played. Cities glowed at night. The public still believed peace was possible. Only a few knew how close the galaxy stood to disaster. On a distant listening station, a human observer noticed something strange. Alien military channels were no longer hiding their traffic. They want us to see it, she said. Yes, her commander replied. They want us to be afraid. But fear did not come. Instead, deep within hidden human shipyards, systems began to wake. Old hulls powered on. Silent engines hummed. Weapons long unseen came online. Humanity had not built its strength in public. They had learned long ago. If you want peace, never show your full hand. A final diplomatic request was prepared, but never sent. Because the alien fleets crossed the invisible line. The line humanity had drawn quietly. Patiently. Once crossed, there would be no more messages. On the human command record, a new update appeared beneath the first. Second peace offer delivered. Below it, a red marker flashed for the first time. Response detected, hostile intent confirmed. No alarms rang across Earth. No panic spread. Only a single order moved through secure human networks. Prepare Phase 2. The offer of peace had been real. The patience had been real. But now, the waiting was over. And the galaxy was about to learn something it had forgotten long ago. Some species choose peace not because they must, but because they can. The first attack did not hit Earth. It hit the edges. Small human colonies drifted far from the blue planet, built for mining, research, and trade. They were quiet places. Peaceful places. That is where the alien fleets arrived. No warning was sent. No declaration was made. The sky above the colony of Haven 12 lit up without sound. Energy beams tore through orbital stations. Defense satellites failed in seconds. Communication towers vanished in bright fire. People never saw the ships that killed them. From the Zorith Dominion's point of view, it was clean. Efficient. Perfect. This will teach them, one commander said. They will beg for protection. On Haven 12, there was no time to beg. Civilians ran through shaking halls. Emergency lights flashed red. Gravity failed. Then air followed. The colony went dark. Across human space, the same pattern repeated. Outposts burned. Trade ships vanished. Listening posts stopped answering. The galaxy watched. Some species turned away, afraid. Others watched closely, curious to see how humanity would break. On Earth, alarms finally sounded, but not loudly. In deep command centers, human leaders stood in silence as reports came in. Colony lost. Colony lost. Ship destroyed. A junior officer clenched his fists. They attacked civilians. Yes, the commander replied calmly. As expected. Another officer asked the question everyone felt. Do we respond? The room remained quiet. Humanity did not rush. That was the mistake the Dominion made. To the alien commanders, the lack of response meant victory. They broadcast their success across their empire. Human space was weak. Humanity was unprepared. Their fleets pushed deeper. Then something strange happened. Human ships stopped running. At the outer system of Orion's reach, a Dominion strike group moved to destroy another colony. But the colony was empty. No ships. No signals. No life signs. A trap. The commander laughed. Humans are fleeing, he said. Finish the system. As the order was given, space changed. Human ships appeared. Not from hyperspace. Not from known lanes. They emerged as if space itself opened for them. Dark hulls. No markings. No broadcasts. For 1 second, nothing happened. Then the Dominion ships lost power. Weapons shut down. Shields collapsed. Navigation failed. Human weapons fired next. Precise. Silent. Deadly. The battle lasted less than 3 minutes. No human ships were lost. The Dominion commander died staring at a screen that showed something impossible, his fleet erased by a species he believed was weak. Across the galaxy, similar reports followed. Human fleets struck suddenly, then vanished. They did not chase. They did not boast. They destroyed targets and disappeared into the dark. On Earth, humanity still sent no message. That silence was louder than any threat. The Dominion Council demanded answers. How are they doing this? One leader shouted. They should not have this technology. A veteran general spoke slowly. They were hiding. The truth began to sink in. Humanity had never shown its real strength. Never shown its real fleets. Never shown its real reach. The first phase of the war ended before the Dominion realized it had begun. Humanity was not defending colonies anymore. Humanity was choosing targets. Military shipyards vanished. Supply depots exploded. Communication hubs went silent. Still, no civilian worlds were touched. That scared the galaxy more than destruction. Humanity was not angry. Humanity was controlled. On a hidden human flagship, a simple status update appeared. Phase 2 active. Below it, another line followed. Rules of engagement, military targets only. One officer asked quietly, "What if they surrender?" The commander answered without hesitation. They already answered. In the depths of alien space, Dominion leaders finally understood the meaning of the first message. Peace was offered. War was chosen. And humanity was not fighting to survive. Humanity was fighting to end the lesson, cleanly, clearly, and forever. Far from the battles, on Earth, the sky looked calm. People still went to work. Children still laughed. They did not know the full truth. They only knew that humanity had tried peace. And that someone had chosen war instead. The galaxy was about to learn what that choice truly meant. The galaxy changed its tone. Fear replaced laughter. Silence replaced confidence. For the first time in centuries, the Zorith Dominion stopped expanding and started defending. Human strikes were not random. They were planned with patience. Every attack weakened command, not life. Every loss felt personal to the Dominion's leaders. Still, humanity did not speak. That was the worst part. In the Dominion's capital world, emergency councils met day and night. Generals argued. Leaders blamed each other. Ancient victory banners were taken down, replaced with live battle feeds. They are destroying us without hate, one leader said. Why? No one answered. Then, without warning, every screen in the council chamber went black. Across the galaxy, the same thing happened. Military stations. Trade hubs. Civil networks. All replaced by a single symbol. A small blue planet. Earth. The signal was strong this time. Clear. Impossible to block. Humanity was speaking again. The voice was not loud. Not angry. It was calm. This is humanity. The words echoed across thousands of worlds. This is our final transmission. Many species stopped what they were doing. Ships halted in mid-jump. Leaders leaned forward. Even ancient races listened. The message continued. We came to the galaxy with open hands. We shared knowledge. We asked for cooperation. Images followed, human diplomats standing unarmed before alien councils. Records of peaceful contact. The original quiet signal played again. Then the tone shifted, not in volume, but in meaning. You did not answer. You prepared fleets. You attacked our civilians. Footage appeared next. Burned colonies. Broken stations. Silent habitats drifting in space. Humanity did not show screams. They showed facts. We did not respond with rage. We responded with restraint. Screens filled with images of human fleets striking military targets. Precision attacks. Disabled ships. Surrendered bases left untouched. A clear message formed in the minds of those watching. Humanity had choices. And they chose control. Then came the final words. Peace was offered. A pause. You replied with war. Another pause, longer. Regret follows. The transmission ended. No threat was spoken. No demand was made. That silence hit harder than any weapon. Across the galaxy, reactions spread like shockwaves. Some species shut down their fleets. Others sent emergency peace requests to Earth, too late. In the Dominion's capital, panic ruled. They will destroy us, a leader shouted. A general shook his head slowly. No, he said. They won't. The others stared at him. Why not? Because if they wanted us gone, he replied, we would already be gone. The truth settled like a weight. Humanity was not here to conquer. Humanity was here to teach. In human space, the message had been broadcast internally as well. People watched in silence. Some cried. Some felt pride. Some felt fear. A child asked her mother, "Are we bad?" The mother answered softly, "No. We tried to be kind." On a distant alien world, an old scholar whispered to himself. This is how a mature species fights. Not with chaos. Not with hatred. But with clarity. Deep inside Human Command, a new directive appeared after the broadcast. Final message delivered. Below it, a quiet update followed. Await response. But everyone knew the truth. There would be no reply in words. Only in actions. The Dominion's fleets pulled back. Borders closed. Defensive lines formed. But it was already too late. Because the final message was never meant to start peace again. It was meant to end the debate. The galaxy now understood one thing clearly. Humanity did not lose control when war came. Humanity removed the illusion that peace was weakness. And the stars were listening. After the final message, the galaxy held its breath. For the first time, the Zorith Dominion did not advance. Their fleets stopped at their borders. Massive warships formed defensive walls around their core worlds. They waited for humanity's next move. It came without warning. Human fleets appeared across Dominion space, not in attack formations, but in precise lines. They did not rush. They did not overwhelm. They arrived. On military worlds, Dominion commanders watched in disbelief as human ships bypassed outer defenses. Shield systems failed before they could activate. Command codes were rewritten in seconds. Humanity was not destroying fleets anymore. They were taking control. Entire battle groups shut down mid-flight. Weapons locked. Engines frozen. Crews trapped inside powerless hulls. Panic spread. This is impossible, a Dominion officer whispered. They are inside our systems. He was right. Human cyber units moved faster than thought. Human algorithms learned alien systems in real time. Every countermeasure failed within moments. Across Dominion territory, military bases surrendered without a single shot. Human commanders accepted every surrender. They did not celebrate. They moved on. The galaxy watched in fear and awe. Other empires ran simulations. None showed victory against humanity. Not even close. Older species began sending apologies. Emergency envoys rushed toward Earth, carrying gifts, treaties, promises. Humanity did not reply. They were focused on one thing: ending the war properly. On the Dominion capital world, citizens gathered in streets, staring at the sky. Human ships hovered above, silent, unmoving. No bombs fell. No lasers fired. Just presence. The fear was worse than attack. A Dominion leader addressed his people. "We will survive," he said, but his voice shook. Behind him, screens showed something terrifying. Human ships were leaving. Not retreating. Moving deeper. Toward the Dominion's core command world. The place no enemy had ever reached. On Earth, human leaders watched calmly. One of them spoke. "This is the point where fear becomes regret." The Dominion's final defense line collapsed without battle. Human ships passed through ancient barriers as if they were not there. When they arrived above the core world, every system shut down. Power grids failed. Military networks died. Orbital weapons went silent. The planet was helpless. Humanity sent no message. Instead, a single human ship moved forward, small, unarmed, alone. It broadcast nothing. It simply waited. The Dominion Council understood. They had lost. Emergency surrender signals flooded human channels. Apologies followed. Explanations. Excuses. Humanity accepted the surrender. Immediately, all attacks stopped. Human ships did not fire again. That moment shocked the galaxy more than the war. Humanity had reached total victory. And stopped. On the core world, Dominion leaders were brought aboard the human ship. They expected chains. Trials. Execution. They received chairs. Water. Medical care. And silence. Finally, a human representative spoke. "You attacked civilians. No anger. No threat. Just truth." The Dominion leader lowered his head. "We believed you were weak." The human nodded. "That belief cost you everything." A single document was placed on the table. Terms. Not conquest. Not destruction. Restriction. The Dominion would keep its worlds, but never again its unchecked power. Its fleets would be monitored. Its expansion ended. Most painful of all. They would remember. Across the galaxy, news spread. Humanity did not erase its enemy. Humanity reshaped it. On the human command display, a final status update appeared. Primary threat neutralized. Below it, a new phase quietly activated. Phase 3, Enforcement. The war was over. The lesson had begun. And regret, true, deep regret, settled into the hearts of those who had laughed at a quiet signal from a small blue world. Because now they knew the truth. Humanity had offered peace. And the galaxy had answered wrong. The war ended without a final battle. That alone confused the galaxy. Empires expected destruction. They expected burned worlds, broken species, and a new ruler rising from the ruins. But humanity did none of that. Human fleets stayed where they were, silent guardians in key systems. Not occupiers. Not conquerors. Observers. Across Dominion space, life slowly returned. Lights came back on. Cities breathed again. But nothing felt the same. Every ship launch was monitored. Every weapons system was limited. Every expansion request was denied. Not by force. By law. Humanity introduced a new order, not written in fear, but in memory. On the Dominion capital world, schools began teaching a new chapter of history. It was called the Quiet Signal. Children learned how a small blue planet offered peace when it did not have to. How it waited. How it warned once, and meant it. Old commanders aged faster. Their pride had not survived defeat. They remembered the laughter in the council chamber. They remembered ignoring the calm voice. That memory hurt more than loss. Other species watched carefully. Some dismantled their fleets. Some changed their governments. Some sent their young to study human culture, trying to understand one question. How did they stay calm? On Earth, humanity did not celebrate victory with parades. There were no songs of conquest. There were memorials instead. Names of lost colonies. Names of civilians. Names that would never speak again. Human leaders stood before the world and spoke openly for the first time. We did not want this war, one said. But we will not forget it. Humanity did not claim the title of ruler of the galaxy. The galaxy gave it freely. Not because humans were the strongest. But because they were the most disciplined. Years passed. The stars grew quieter. Conflicts ended before they began. When tensions rose between species, one phrase was often spoken. Do not make them send another message. Humanity became the standard. Not of power. Of restraint. On a distant world, an ancient alien elder summarized it best. They taught us that peace is not the absence of strength. Peace is strength that chooses to wait. Deep within human archives, the original transmission was preserved. The quiet signal. The simple words. It was never changed. Never edited. Because humanity wanted the galaxy to remember how everything began. With a choice. And in the final human record of the war, a single closing line was written. We offered peace. They answered with war. The galaxy learned the difference. Far above Earth, the stars watched in silence. And for the first time in a very long time, that silence meant safety.